My child, you've been fighting your battles alone because nobody taught you how to recruit heaven's army to fight for you. Angels are soldiers waiting for commands, but they can't move until you pray the right prayers that give them legal permission to intervene. Tonight you learn those legal prayers, those command prayers, those authority prayers that turn you from a solo fighter into a commander of heaven's armies with thousands of angels at your disposal. My dear child, right now at this very moment something extraordinary is unfolding in the unseen realm around you. There are forces beyond your understanding working tirelessly on your behalf. Heaven has been stirred because of your name. The angels have been given specific instructions concerning your life, and what you are about to hear is not random. This message has found you at the exact hour it was meant to. You may think you stumbled upon these words by accident, but there are no accidents in the kingdom of divine timing. Every second that brought you here was orchestrated by a love so deep it planned your breakthrough before you even knew you needed one. Listen closely, because what I am about to reveal will shift everything. The tears you cried when no one was watching have been collected. The prayers you whispered in desperation have been recorded. The moments you felt completely alone were actually the moments when heaven was closest to you. You have been seen, you have been heard, and now you are being answered. Not with silence, not with delay, but with a flood of miracles so powerful that even those who doubted you will stand in awe. Your life is about to change, and it begins the moment you choose to believe what I am speaking over you right now. There is a gate that has been locked for too long. It kept blessings from reaching you. It blocked opportunities from finding you. It delayed the very things you have been praying for year after year. But today that gate is swinging open. The lock has been broken by divine authority, and what was held back is now being released in full force. Financial provision that seemed impossible is now being set in motion. Healing that felt out of reach is now flowing toward you like a river that cannot be stopped. Relationships that were broken are being restored with a strength they never had before. Everything that was stolen is being returned, and not just returned, but multiplied beyond what you lost. You need to understand something very important. This is not about what you have done to deserve it. This is about what has already been decided in the courts of heaven. Your name was written down long before this moment. A scroll exists with your identity carved into it, and that scroll has been opened. What is written there cannot be erased by any force on earth or beneath it. The enemy tried to sabotage your destiny. He sent distractions to pull your focus away. He whispered lies to make you believe you were forgotten. He even used people close to you to plant seeds of doubt in your heart. But every attack failed because there is a hedge of protection around what belongs to you, and no weapon formed against your purpose will succeed. Right now, I want you to do something. I want you to pause and acknowledge that you feel something stirring inside of you. It is not fear. It is not anxiety. It is the presence of something greater than yourself confirming that these words are true. That stirring is the evidence that heaven is responding. It is the proof that what was promised is now being delivered. Do not ignore it. Do not brush it aside. This is the moment where faith becomes sight. This is where hope turns into reality. And all you have to do is open your heart and receive what has already been prepared for you. Now let me tell you what is happening behind the scenes. There are movements taking place in the spiritual realm that your natural eyes cannot see. Doors that were shut tight are being kicked open by angelic forces assigned to your breakthrough. Conversations are happening in rooms you have never entered, and your name is being mentioned with favor. Resources that were tied up are suddenly becoming available. People who had no intention of helping you are now being prompted by a force beyond logic to reach out to you. This is not coincidence. This is divine intervention, and it is happening because the appointed time has come. You have waited long enough. You have endured enough. You have believed through enough disappointment. And now the season of manifestation is here. What you are about to experience will not make sense to those around you. They will ask how it happened so fast. They will wonder what you did to deserve such sudden favor. But you will know. You will know that it was not your effort alone. You will know that while you were sleeping, heaven was working. While you were weeping, heaven was building. And now the fruit of that divine labor is being placed in your hands. Let me be very clear about something. If you walk away from this message right now, the window will close. This is not a threat. It is a truth. There are moments in life when heaven extends an invitation, and that invitation has an expiration. This is one of those moments. The gate is open, but it will not stay open forever. What is being offered to you today will pass to someone else if you choose not to receive it. The blessing does not disappear. It simply goes to the next person whose heart is ready. So I am asking you, do not let fear or doubt or distraction steal what is rightfully yours. Stay here, stay present. Let these words sink deep into your spirit and make a decision right now that you will not leave empty-handed. There is something you need to know about the struggle you have been through. It was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to develop you. Every obstacle you faced was training you for the weight of what is coming. You could not carry this blessing a year ago. You were not ready, but now you are. Now your faith has been tested. Now your character has been strengthened. Now your heart has been purified by the fire of adversity. And because you did not quit, because you did not give up, you are now qualified to hold what heaven is about to release into your life. The enemy knows what is coming. That is why he fought so hard to stop you before you got here. That is why the attacks intensified right before your breakthrough. He knows that once this blessing lands on your life, there is no reversing it. He knows that once heaven marks you with favor, no curse can touch you. So he threw everything he had at you, hoping you would quit just before the finish line. But you did not. You are still here. You are still standing. And that is proof that what is coming is bigger than anything you have ever experienced before. I need you to make a declaration right now. Say this out loud with your whole heart. God is with me. Nothing can stop what he has started. My breakthrough is here and I receive it in Jesus' name. When you declare this, you are not just speaking words. You are activating spiritual law. You are aligning yourself with divine will. You are giving heaven permission to move on your behalf without restriction. And when you do that, everything shifts. The atmosphere around you changes. The enemy retreats. And the floodgates of blessing swing wide open. Now let me tell you what you are about to see. There will be a shift in your finances that you cannot explain. Money will come from directions you did not expect. Debts that seemed permanent will suddenly be wiped away. Opportunities that were out of reach will fall into your lap, and people will look at you and wonder what changed. But you will know that this is the hand of God moving in your favor. You will know that this is the reward for staying faithful when everything told you to walk away. Your health is also about to experience a transformation. If you have been battling sickness or pain or exhaustion, listen closely. Healing is being released over your body right now. As you listen to these words, there is a supernatural power flowing through you. It is touching every cell, every organ, every system that has been under attack. What the doctors could not fix is being repaired by the great physician. What medicine could not cure is being healed by divine authority. You will wake up one morning and realize that the pain is gone. The symptoms have disappeared. And you will testify that God is still in the healing business. Your mind is also being restored. If you have been battling anxiety, depression, or fear, I am here to tell you that peace is being poured into your soul. The torment that kept you up at night is being silenced. The thoughts that tried to convince you that you were worthless are being replaced with truth. You are loved. You are chosen. You are valued beyond measure. And no lie from the enemy can change that. Your mind is being renewed. Your joy is being restored. And you will laugh again. You will smile again. You will feel light again. Now I want to pause here and ask you to do something very important. If this message is touching your heart, if you feel the presence of something real and powerful moving through these words, I want you to subscribe to this channel right now. This is not just about numbers. This is about staying connected to the flow of encouragement and truth that heaven wants to pour into your life. When you subscribe, you are saying yes to more. You are saying yes to continued breakthrough. You are saying yes to walking in alignment with divine purpose. So do not hesitate. Hit that subscribe button and let it be a seed of obedience that unlocks even greater blessings in your life. Let me continue. There is something powerful happening in your relationships as well. If you have been hurt, betrayed, or abandoned by people you trusted, I want you to know that restoration is coming. Not every relationship will be mended, and that is okay. Some people were only meant to be in your life for a season, but the ones that are meant to stay will be healed. Bonds that were broken will be stronger than before. Communication that was filled with pain will become filled with love, and new relationships are also on the way. People who are aligned with your purpose. People who will celebrate you, not compete with you. People who will lift you higher, not pull you down. You need to understand that you are entering a season of divine alignment. Everything that was out of place is being rearranged. Everything that was chaotic is being ordered. God is cleaning house in your life. He is removing what does not belong and making room for what does. This process may feel uncomfortable at first. You may have to let go of things you thought you needed. You may have to release people you thought were necessary. But trust the process. Trust that what is leaving is making space for something far better. And when the new arrives, you will be grateful for everything that had to go. Now let me speak to those of you who have felt invisible. You have worked hard, but no one noticed. You have given your best, but no one acknowledged it. You have been faithful, but no one celebrated you. I want you to know that your time of obscurity is over. You are about to be seen. You are about to be recognized. You are about to be promoted in ways that shock even you. The very people who overlooked you will suddenly remember your name. The very places that rejected you will come back asking for your wisdom. This is not revenge. This is divine justice, and it is sweeter than anything you could have orchestrated on your own. Heaven has been watching your faithfulness in the shadows. Every act of kindness that no one saw was recorded. Every moment of obedience that went unnoticed was written down. Every sacrifice you made in silence was counted as an offering, and now the rewards are being prepared. Not earthly rewards that fade, but eternal rewards that carry weight in both realms. You are about to walk in a level of favor that opens doors you did not even know existed. You are about to operate in an anointing that makes the impossible become possible. And people will know that something different is on your life. Let me talk about your calling for a moment. Some of you have been running from what God placed inside of you. You know you are meant for more, but fear has kept you small. You know there is a purpose burning in your chest, but doubt has kept you silent. I am here to tell you that the time of hiding is over. What God planted in you was never meant to stay buried. It was meant to grow. It was meant to flourish. It was meant to bear fruit that feeds nations. And now is the time to step into it. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop letting the opinions of others dictate your obedience. God is calling you forward, and when He calls, He also equips. You will not do this in your own strength. You will not figure it all out before you start. You will simply take one step of faith, and heaven will meet you there. You will open your mouth and words will come that you did not rehearse. You will stretch out your hand and resources will appear that you did not plan for. This is what happens when you align with divine purpose. The supernatural becomes your new normal. The miraculous becomes your everyday experience. And you will look back and wonder why you ever doubted in the first place. Now I want to address something very important. There are some of you who have been carrying guilt and shame from your past. You have made mistakes and the enemy keeps reminding you of them. He whispers that you are disqualified. He tells you that God could never use someone like you. But that is a lie straight from the pit of hell. Your past does not define your future. Your mistakes do not cancel your calling. God is not looking for perfect people. He is looking for willing people. And if you are willing, He will take your mess and turn it into a message. He will take your pain and turn it into purpose. He will take your scars and turn them into stars that light the way for others. So right now I need you to release the shame. Let it fall off of you like chains that no longer fit. You are forgiven. You are cleansed. You are made new. The blood of Jesus has washed away every stain, and there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ. The enemy has no legal right to accuse you anymore. His voice has been silenced by the voice of the one who died for you. So lift your head, square your shoulders, and walk forward knowing that you are free. Let me speak to your finances again, because this is an area where many of you have been under attack. You have worked hard, but it seems like there is never enough. You have sowed seed, but the harvest has been delayed. You have been faithful with your giving, but the return has not come. I want you to know that the season of lack is ending. The drought is over. The rain is coming, and it is not just a drizzle. It is a downpour. Resources are being released that will overwhelm you. Checks will arrive that you were not expecting. Bonuses will come that make no logical sense. Debts will be cancelled by people who owe you nothing. This is the goodness of God on display. But let me warn you about something. When the blessing comes, do not forget where it came from. Do not let pride creep in and convince you that it was all your effort. Give God the glory. Give Him the praise. Let your testimony point others back to the source. Because when you honor God with your breakthrough, He will release even more. When you acknowledge His hand in your success, He will open even greater doors. This is the principle of the kingdom. What you steward well will be multiplied. What you honor will increase. There are also some of you who have been battling with fear about the future. You do not know how things are going to work out. You do not see a clear path forward. The unknowns are overwhelming and anxiety is trying to choke your faith. But I want to remind you of something. You serve a God who sees the end from the beginning. He knows what is coming and He has already made provision for it. You do not need to have all the answers. You just need to trust the one who does. He will guide you step by step. He will give you exactly what you need exactly when you need it. Not a moment too early. Not a moment too late, but always right on time. So stop trying to figure everything out. Stop trying to control outcomes that are not yours to control. Surrender the need to know and rest in the truth that He knows. Let go of the wheel and trust the one who is driving. You will be amazed at where He takes you. You will be shocked at how things unfold when you stop trying to force them. Peace will replace panic. Confidence will replace confusion, and you will walk forward with a lightness you have not felt in years. Now let me talk about the power of your words. What you speak matters more than you realize. Your tongue has the power of life and death. When you speak negative words over yourself, you are agreeing with the enemy. When you speak defeat, you are inviting defeat. But when you speak life, you are activating creation. When you speak victory, you are calling things that are not as though they were. So I need you to change the way you talk about yourself. Stop saying, "I will never get out of this." Stop saying, "Nothing ever works for me." Stop saying, "I am always going to struggle." Those words are building a prison around your future. Instead, start declaring what God says about you. Say, I am blessed. Say, I am favored. Say, I am healed. Say, I am prosperous. Say, I am walking in divine purpose. When you declare these things, you are not being arrogant. You are being obedient. You are aligning your mouth with heaven's decree. And when you do that, the atmosphere shifts. Angels are dispatched, miracles are set in motion, and breakthrough becomes inevitable. Let me also talk about the power of gratitude. Even before you see the full manifestation of your blessing, start thanking God for it. Thank Him for what He has already done. Thank Him for what He is doing right now. Thank Him for what He is about to do. Gratitude is the language of faith. When you thank God in advance, you are telling Him that you trust His promises more than your circumstances. You are saying that you believe His word over what you see. And that kind of faith moves mountains. So right now, wherever you are, I want you to lift your hands if you can. If you cannot lift them physically, then lift them in your heart. And I want you to thank God out loud. Say, thank you, Lord, for my breakthrough. Thank you for opening doors. Thank you for providing for me. Thank you for healing me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for loving me when I did not deserve it. Thank you for never giving up on me. As you thank Him, watch how your spirit begins to lift. Watch how hope begins to rise. Watch how faith begins to grow. Gratitude is the soil where miracles take root. Now let me speak to those of you who feel like you are too late. You think you missed your moment. You believe that your season has passed. But I am here to tell you that it is never too late with God. He is not bound by time. He is not limited by age. He is not restricted by your past failures. If you are still breathing, then your story is not over. If you are still here, then there is still purpose left in you. God does not waste anything. He will use every year, every experience, every lesson to bring about something beautiful. So stop disqualifying yourself. Stop counting yourself out. God is not finished with you yet. In fact, some of the greatest moves of God happen in the latter years of a person's life. Moses did not start his ministry until he was 80. Abraham did not receive the promise until he was old. Sarah gave birth when she was far beyond childbearing years. If God did it for them, He can do it for you. Your age is not a limitation. Your past is not a disqualification. Your current circumstances are not the final word. God specializes in turning things around at the last moment. He loves to show up when all hope seems lost. And He is about to show up for you. Let me also address those of you who have been betrayed by people you trusted. The pain of betrayal is one of the deepest wounds a human can experience. It shakes your ability to trust. It makes you question everyone's motives. It builds walls around your heart that are hard to tear down. But I want you to know that God saw what was done to you. He saw the lies that were told. He saw the loyalty that was broken. He saw the love that was rejected, and He is not going to let it go unanswered, not in a spirit of revenge, but in a spirit of justice. He will vindicate you. He will restore your name. He will elevate you in the presence of those who tried to bury you. But here is what I need you to do. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only hurts you. It keeps you bound to the past. It gives the person who hurt you continued power over your emotions. But when you forgive, you are cutting the cord. You are taking back your peace. You are releasing yourself from the prison of bitterness. And when you do that, God can move freely in your life again. Forgiveness does not mean you trust them again. It does not mean you let them back into your inner circle. It simply means you are no longer carrying the weight of what they did. You are handing it to God and letting Him handle it. Now let me talk about the importance of obedience. There are instructions that God has been whispering to your spirit. Small things that may not seem significant. A nudge to reach out to someone. A prompt to give something away. A stirring to start something new. Do not ignore those promptings. They are divine instructions, and your obedience to them unlocks the next level of blessing. God does not ask you to do something just to test you. He asks you to do it because there is a connection between your obedience and your breakthrough. When you obey in the small things, He trusts you with greater things. When you follow His voice even when it does not make sense, doors open that no man can shut. So if there is something God has been asking you to do, stop delaying. Stop overthinking it. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Do it now. Take that step of faith. Make that call. Send that message. Start that project. Give that offering. Whatever it is that you know you are supposed to do, go ahead and do it. And watch how heaven responds. Watch how suddenly things that were stuck start to move. Watch how provision shows up. Watch how clarity comes. Obedience is the key that unlocks the storehouse of blessing. Let me also speak to those of you who are battling discouragement. You have been believing for something for so long and you are tired. You have prayed until you have no words left. You have fasted until you feel weak. You have declared until your voice feels hoarse. And still you do not see the answer. I need you to hear this. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The darkest hour is just before dawn. The hardest push is right before the baby is born. You are not in a season of denial. You are in a season of delay. And delay does not mean no. It simply means not yet. God is working out details you cannot see. He is arranging circumstances you are not aware of. He is aligning people and timing in a way that will blow your mind when it finally comes together. So do not give up now. Do not quit when you are so close. Keep praying, keep believing, keep declaring, and most importantly, keep trusting. Your faith in the waiting is just as important as your faith in the receiving. In fact, the waiting is what develops your character. It is what deepens your dependence on God. It is what teaches you that He is enough even when the answer has not come. So embrace this season. Let it do its work in you. And know that when the breakthrough finally arrives, it will be sweeter than anything you could have imagined. Now let me tell you something that will encourage you. There are people praying for you right now who have never met you. There are intercessors standing in the gap for your breakthrough. There are believers all over the world lifting your situation to heaven without even knowing your name. You are not alone in this battle. You are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses. You are backed by an army of prayer warriors. And the combined faith of the body of Christ is creating a tidal wave of breakthrough that is about to crash over your life. So when you feel weak, remember that others are praying strength over you. When you feel hopeless, remember that others are declaring victory on your behalf. When you feel forgotten, remember that heaven is releasing angels because of the prayers of the saints. You are more supported than you know. You are more covered than you realize, and you are about to see the evidence of it. I also want to remind you that your story is not just for you. What you are going through right now is preparing a testimony that will set others free. The battle you are fighting is equipping you to help someone else win their battle. The pain you are enduring is being turned into a message that will heal wounds you have not even seen yet. So do not waste your struggle. Do not hide your scars. When the time is right, share what God has done. Let your testimony become a weapon against the lies of the enemy. Let your breakthrough become proof that God is still moving in the earth today. There are people waiting to hear your story. There are souls that will only be reached through your voice. There are miracles that will only happen because you were willing to be vulnerable about what you overcame. So when God brings you out, do not be silent. Do not shrink back into the shadows. Stand up, speak up, and let the world know that the same God who delivered you is ready to deliver them. Let me speak to you about something that many people struggle with. The feeling of not being good enough. You look at others and compare yourself to them. You see their success and wonder why you are still struggling. You see their progress and question why you are still stuck. But what you do not see is their journey. You do not see the tears they cried behind closed doors. You do not see the battles they fought in private. You do not see the failures they experienced before they succeeded. Everyone has a process. Everyone has a path, and yours is unique to you. God is not asking you to be like anyone else. He is asking you to be exactly who He created you to be. You have gifts that no one else has. You have a perspective that no one else carries. You have a voice that needs to be heard. And when you step into your authentic self without trying to copy someone else's journey, that is when the breakthrough comes. That is when the favor flows. That is when the doors open. Because God can only bless the real you, not the version of you that is trying to be someone else. So stop comparing. Stop measuring your progress by someone else's timeline. Run your own race. Focus on your own lane and trust that God has a plan for you that is just as beautiful and just as powerful as the plan He has for anyone else. You are not behind. You are right on time, and what He is doing in your life is going to blow your mind when you finally see the full picture. Let me also address those of you who have been struggling with loneliness. You feel like no one understands what you are going through. You feel like you are walking this road by yourself. You have people around you, but you still feel isolated. I want you to know that God sees you. He knows exactly what you are carrying, and He has not left you alone. Even in the moments when you felt like no one was there, He was right beside you. He was holding you up. He was keeping you from falling, and He was preparing relationships that are about to enter your life. There are people coming who will understand you, people who will celebrate you, people who will walk with you through the hard seasons, people who will speak life over you when you feel dead inside. God is sending you a tribe. He is sending you a support system. He is surrounding you with people who will see your value and remind you of your worth. So do not give up on connection. Do not close your heart to people just because you were hurt in the past. The right people are coming, and they will bring healing with them. Let me talk to you about the power of persistence. There is a story in the Bible about a woman who kept knocking on a judge's door asking for justice. The judge was corrupt and did not care about her situation, but she kept coming back, day after day, week after week. She refused to give up. And eventually the judge gave her what she asked for simply because she would not stop asking. This is a picture of what persistence does in the spiritual realm. When you keep praying, when you keep believing, when you keep declaring, even when nothing seems to be changing, you are building momentum in the unseen world. Every prayer you pray is adding pressure to the dam that is holding back your blessing. Every declaration you make is shaking the foundations of the stronghold that is keeping you bound. Every act of faith is moving heaven on your behalf. And there comes a point where the dam breaks. There comes a moment when the stronghold crumbles. There comes a time when the breakthrough explodes into your life with a force that makes up for all the waiting. So do not stop now. Do not give up just because you are tired. Keep going, keep believing, keep trusting, because your persistence is about to pay off in ways you never imagined. Now let me speak to those of you who have been battling sickness in your body. You have been to doctors and tried treatments, but nothing seems to work. You have prayed and believed, but the symptoms remain. I want you to know that healing is still available. God has not changed. His power has not diminished. And He is still able to heal every disease, every sickness, every condition that is attacking your body. But sometimes healing requires more than just a prayer. Sometimes it requires a shift in your perspective. Sometimes it requires you to speak to your body and command it to align with the Word of God. Your body responds to what you say over it. When you say, "I am sick," you are giving the sickness permission to stay. But when you say, I am healed by the stripes of Jesus, you are activating the power of his sacrifice on your behalf. So start speaking life over your body. Start declaring health. Start thanking God for healing even before you see the symptoms disappear. And watch how your body begins to respond. Watch how strength returns. Watch how pain leaves. Watch how the impossible becomes possible because you chose to believe God's word over your doctor's report. I also want to talk to you about the area of relationships and marriage. Some of you have been praying for a spouse for years. You have waited and believed, but the right person has not come. You are starting to wonder if it will ever happen. I want you to know that God has not forgotten your desire. He created you for relationship and he knows the longing in your heart. But he also knows the right timing. He knows who he is preparing for you, and he is not going to send them before both of you are ready. The waiting is not wasted. It is preparing you. It is teaching you how to love yourself first so you can love someone else well. It is healing wounds from past relationships so you do not carry that baggage into the next one. It is building your identity in Christ so you do not look for another person to complete you. When the right person comes, you will be whole, you will be secure, you will be ready. And the relationship will be a blessing, not a burden. So keep trusting, keep preparing, keep believing. Your person is coming and the wait will be worth it. Let me address those of you who are dealing with addiction. Whether it is to substances or behaviors or thought patterns, you feel trapped. You have tried to quit on your own, but you keep falling back into the same cycle. I want you to know that there is freedom available for you. You do not have to fight this battle alone. God is not judging you for your struggle. He is reaching out his hand to pull you out. But you have to take his hand. You have to be willing to surrender control. You have to be willing to admit that you cannot do this by yourself. When you surrender to God, he gives you strength you did not have before. He gives you clarity to see what triggers you. He gives you a support system to help you stay accountable. He gives you purpose that is greater than the temporary pleasure the addiction provides. And step by step, day by day, he leads you into freedom. It will not be easy. There will be moments when you are tempted to go back. But if you keep holding on to his hand, if you keep choosing him over the addiction, you will break free. And on the other side of that freedom is a life more beautiful than you ever imagined. Now let me speak about the importance of rest. Some of you are exhausted because you have been trying to do everything in your own strength. You wake up early and go to bed late. You work multiple jobs. You carry the weight of everyone's problems. You are trying to be everything to everyone, and you are burning out. God is not asking you to carry that weight. He is asking you to give it to him. He is inviting you to rest. Not because you are lazy, but because rest is where restoration happens. Rest is where clarity comes. Rest is where strength is renewed. When you rest, you are trusting that God can handle what you cannot. You are believing that he is working even when you are not. You are releasing control and letting him take over. And in that place of rest, he does more in a moment than you could do in a lifetime of striving. So give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to slow down. Give yourself permission to take care of your own needs before you take care of everyone else's. Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to fill yourself up first. Let me talk to those of you who are parents. You are worried about your children. You see them making choices that concern you. You pray for them constantly, but you do not see change. I want you to know that your prayers are not bouncing off the ceiling. They are reaching heaven, and God loves your children even more than you do. He has a plan for their lives. He is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see, and even when they wander away from him, he is drawing them back. Do not give up on your children. Do not stop praying. Do not stop believing. There is coming a day when they will remember what you taught them. There is coming a moment when the seeds you planted will break through the soil. There is coming a season when they will turn back to God, and when they do, your faithfulness will be rewarded. So keep standing in the gap. Keep declaring life over them. Keep trusting that God is able to reach them even when you cannot. Let me also speak to those of you who are in leadership. Whether you are leading a business, a ministry, a team, or a family, you feel the weight of responsibility. You are making decisions that affect other people, and that pressure is heavy. I want you to know that you are not leading alone. God is with you. He is giving you wisdom for every decision. He is giving you strength for every challenge. He is giving you favor with the people you lead, and He is covering you when you make mistakes. Leadership is not about being perfect. It is about being faithful. It is about listening to God's voice and following His direction even when it does not make sense to others. It is about serving the people you lead rather than demanding that they serve you. And when you lead with humility, with integrity, with love, God will bless your leadership. He will open doors for you. He will bring increase. He will give you influence that goes beyond what you could achieve on your own. Now let me address those of you who are carrying grief. You lost someone you love. Maybe it was recent or maybe it was years ago, but the pain is still there. You wonder if you will ever feel whole again. I want you to know that God is close to the brokenhearted. He catches every tear you cry. He feels your pain with you, and He is in the process of healing your heart. It will not happen overnight. Grief has no timeline, but day by day He will bring comfort. He will bring peace. He will bring moments of joy that break through the sorrow. And one day you will realize that you can remember them without the crushing weight of sadness. You will be able to celebrate the time you had rather than only mourning the time you lost. You will carry them with you in a way that honors their memory without being trapped in the past. So be gentle with yourself. Give yourself permission to grieve, and trust that healing is coming even when it feels impossible right now. Let me also speak about the power of community. You were not created to walk through life alone. You were designed for connection, for relationship, for belonging. When you isolate yourself, you cut yourself off from the support system that God wants to use to carry you through hard times. There is strength in community. There is healing in shared experience. There is breakthrough in united prayer. So do not withdraw. Do not hide. Reach out, find your people, join a group, get connected, and let others walk with you through this season. Now let me talk to you about purpose. Some of you are still searching for it. You feel like there is something you are supposed to be doing, but you have not figured out what it is yet. I want you to know that purpose is not something you find. It is something you walk into, and it is usually found in the intersection of your gifts, your passions, and the needs around you. What are you good at? What makes you come alive? Where do you see problems that you want to solve? That is where your purpose lies. Stop looking for some grand revelation. Start taking small steps in the direction your heart is pulling you. Start serving, start creating, start connecting, and as you move forward, the path will become clearer. God does not reveal the entire journey at once. He reveals it one step at a time, and each step you take in obedience brings you closer to the fullness of what He has called you to do. Let me close this section by reminding you of something very important. You are not defined by your worst moment. You are not limited by your biggest failure. You are not disqualified by your deepest struggle. God sees you through the lens of redemption. He sees you through the lens of potential. He sees you through the lens of destiny. And what He says about you is the only opinion that matters. So stop listening to the voices that tell you that you are not enough. Stop believing the lies that say you have messed up too badly. Start believing what God says. Start walking in the identity He has given you, and watch how your life transforms when you see yourself the way He sees you. You are standing right now in a moment where heaven is releasing something brand new over your life. The atmosphere around you is charged with divine possibility. What once felt heavy is about to become light. What once felt impossible is about to become your testimony. I am not just restoring what you lost. I am giving you something you have never experienced before. This is not a return to where you were. This is an elevation to where you have always belonged. The doors that closed behind you were not rejections. They were redirections. And now the right doors are swinging open with such force that no human hand can shut them. You have walked through fire and you did not burn. You have walked through floods and you did not drown. That is because I was with you every single step. I held you when you could not hold yourself. I carried you when your legs gave out. I whispered hope into your spirit when your mind was screaming defeat. And now that you have made it through the wilderness, I am bringing you into the promised land. Not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful. Not because you never fell, but because you kept getting back up. And that kind of perseverance is about to be rewarded in ways that will leave you speechless. There is an assignment on your life that the enemy tried desperately to stop. He threw every obstacle he could find in your path. He used people to discourage you. He used circumstances to delay you. He even used your own thoughts to convince you that you were not capable. But what he did not realize is that every attack was actually training you. Every battle was building your faith. Every setback was setting you up for a comeback so powerful that it will make the enemy regret he ever came after you. Because now you are not just surviving, you are thriving. Now you are not just hoping, you are knowing, and that shift from hoping to knowing is what changes everything. Let me tell you what is about to happen. There are conversations taking place in rooms you have never been in where your name is being mentioned. There are opportunities being prepared that you did not apply for. There are connections being formed that will open doors you did not even know existed. This is not networking. This is divine orchestration. God is moving pieces on the chessboard of your life, and when He is finished, you will look around and realize that everything has aligned perfectly. The job, the relationship, the breakthrough, the healing, all of it coming together at the same time, because this is your season of convergence. You have been waiting for one thing to change, but God is about to change everything at once. He does not do small miracles. He does sudden shifts that leave no room for doubt about who was behind it. And when people ask you how it all happened so fast, you will not have a logical explanation. You will simply say it was God, because it will be so obvious that human effort alone could not have produced this result. This is the kind of breakthrough that announces itself. This is the kind of favor that silences critics. This is the kind of blessing that makes believers out of skeptics. Now I need to talk to you about something very important: your voice. For too long you have been silent. You have had words locked inside of you that were meant to be spoken. You have had truth buried in your heart that was meant to be shared. But fear kept you quiet. Insecurity made you second-guess yourself. Past rejection convinced you that no one wanted to hear what you had to say. But I am here to tell you that your silence ends today. What I have placed inside of you is not just for you. It is for the people who are waiting to hear a message that only you can deliver. There is someone right now who is on the edge of giving up, and the words I have given you are the exact words they need to hear to keep going. There is someone battling thoughts of worthlessness, and your testimony is the proof they need that transformation is possible. There is someone feeling completely alone, and your willingness to be vulnerable about your own struggle will let them know they are not the only one. So stop hiding, stop shrinking, stop waiting for permission from people who will never give it. I am giving you permission right now. Open your mouth. Use your voice, and watch how I use your obedience to set captives free. But let me also tell you this. When you start walking in this level of purpose, there will be opposition. Not everyone will celebrate you. Some people will misunderstand your motives. Others will be jealous of your progress. A few will even try to sabotage what God is building through you. But you cannot let that stop you. You cannot shrink back just because someone does not like the fact that you are stepping into your calling. Their opinion does not define your destiny. Their approval is not required for God's plan to unfold. So when the criticism comes, and it will come, let it roll off your back like water off a duck. Do not internalize it. Do not defend yourself endlessly. Just keep moving, keep obeying, keep trusting, and God will handle the rest. Now let me speak to those of you who have been dealing with fear about finances. You have been stressed about bills. You have been worried about how you are going to make it through the next month. You have been calculating and recalculating, trying to figure out how to stretch what little you have. I want you to stop right now. Stop trying to figure it out in your own wisdom. I am not limited by your bank account. I am not restricted by your job. I am not dependent on the economy. I can make a way where there is no way. I can open streams in the desert. I can cause provision to come from directions you never anticipated. In the coming days, you are going to receive financial surprises, money that you were not expecting, refunds, bonuses, gifts, opportunities. It will come in waves, and each wave will be bigger than the last. But here is what I need you to do. When the provision comes, do not hoard it out of fear that it will run out. Give, sow, be generous, because generosity is what keeps the flow going. When you give, you are telling God that you trust Him to provide again, and that kind of trust activates more blessing. So do not let fear cause you to close your hand. Keep it open, keep giving, and watch how I fill it again and again and again. I also want to address those of you who have been battling shame. You have done things in your past that you are not proud of. You have made choices that hurt people. You have walked paths that led to destruction. And now the enemy is using those memories to convince you that you are disqualified from being used by God. But that is a lie. Your past does not have the final say. My grace does, and my grace is bigger than your worst mistake. It is deeper than your darkest moment. It is stronger than your greatest failure. So stop letting shame keep you in hiding. Come out, step into the light, and let me show you what redemption looks like. Before I go further, I want to pause and ask you to do something that will help you stay connected to this flow of encouragement. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, I want you to do it right now. This is not just about growing a platform. This is about building a community of believers who are walking in breakthrough together. When you subscribe, you are saying that you want more of these messages. You are saying that you are hungry for truth. You are saying that you are committed to growing in your faith. So do not wait. Hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a message, and let this be a seed that unlocks even greater revelation in your life. Now let me continue. There is something powerful that is about to happen in your family. If you have been praying for breakthrough in your household, I want you to know that your prayers are about to be answered. That child who walked away from God is about to come back. That spouse who has been distant is about to soften. That parent who has been resistant is about to open their heart. I am moving in your family in ways you cannot see yet, but soon you will see the evidence. Soon you will hear the testimonies. Soon you will witness the transformation. And you will know that it was not your nagging that changed them. It was not your arguments that convinced them. It was the power of prayer and the faithfulness of God. But let me also say this. Not every relationship is meant to be restored. Some people were only in your life for a season, and trying to force them to stay beyond that season will only cause you pain. So ask me for discernment. Ask me to show you who is supposed to stay and who is supposed to go. And when I show you have the courage to let go of what no longer serves your purpose, because holding on to the wrong people will keep you from connecting with the right ones. And the right ones are coming. People who will understand you. People who will support you. People who will walk with you through every season without wavering. Let me talk to you about the power of your imagination. What you see in your mind matters. If you keep replaying past failures, you will stay stuck in past patterns. But if you start envisioning the future I have promised you, you will begin to move toward it. Your imagination is not just daydreaming. It is a creative force. It is a tool that I gave you to build the future before it arrives. So stop replaying the worst moments of your life. Stop imagining worst-case scenarios. Start seeing yourself healed. Start seeing yourself free. Start seeing yourself walking in the fullness of everything I promised. And as you see it in your spirit, you will begin to walk it out in your reality. I also want to talk to you about the importance of celebration. You have been so focused on what is still wrong that you have forgotten to celebrate what is already right. You have been so consumed with the battles still ahead that you have not paused to acknowledge the battles you have already won. Stop for a moment. Look back at where you were a year ago. Look at what you have overcome. Look at the growth that has taken place. That is worth celebrating. That is worth giving thanks for. So take time to celebrate the small wins. Take time to acknowledge the progress, because gratitude positions you for more blessing, and celebration keeps your heart open to receive what is next. Now let me address something that many of you are struggling with. The feeling that you are running out of time. You see others your age accomplishing things and you feel like you are behind. You look at your life and wonder if you missed your window. But let me remind you of something. God is not in a hurry. He does not operate on your timeline. He operates on His, and His timing is always perfect. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And what is meant for you will not pass you by. So stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Run your own race. Trust your own process, and know that what God has for you is worth the wait. Let me also speak to those of you who are carrying guilt about things you should have done differently. You replay conversations in your mind, wishing you had said something else. You look back at decisions and wonder what would have happened if you had chosen differently. But you cannot change the past. All you can do is learn from it and move forward. And the good news is that God is a master at taking our mistakes and weaving them into something beautiful. He does not waste anything. Even your worst decision can become part of your greatest testimony. So stop beating yourself up. Stop living in regret. Forgive yourself the way I have already forgiven you, and step into the future with confidence. Now I want to talk to you about the battles you cannot see. There is a war happening in the spiritual realm over your life. The enemy has assignments against you. He has plans to derail your destiny. But what he does not know is that I have already defeated him. The battle was won at the cross. And because of that victory, you have authority. You have power. You have the ability to speak to mountains and watch them move. So stop being passive in your faith. Stop sitting back and hoping things get better. Take authority. Speak life. Declare victory. Command the enemy to flee. And watch how the atmosphere shifts when you step into your spiritual authority. Let me also talk about the power of worship. When you worship, you are not just singing songs. You are changing the atmosphere. You are inviting my presence. You are pushing back darkness. There is power in worship that goes beyond what you can see or feel. So even when you do not feel like it, worship anyway. Even when your circumstances have not changed, worship anyway. Even when the answer has not come, worship anyway. Because your worship is not dependent on your situation. It is an act of trust. It is a declaration that I am good regardless of what you are going through. And that kind of worship moves heaven. Now let me speak to those of you who are exhausted. You have been running on empty for so long that you do not even remember what it feels like to be fully rested. You have been pouring into everyone else and neglecting your own needs, but you cannot sustain that forever. Eventually you will burn out, so I am inviting you to rest, not because you are weak, but because rest is sacred. It is in rest that I restore you. It is in stillness that I speak to you. It is in quiet moments that I renew your strength. So give yourself permission to slow down. Give yourself permission to say no. Give yourself permission to take care of you, because you are just as important as everyone you are caring for. Let me also address those of you who are dealing with chronic pain or illness. You have prayed for healing and it has not come yet. You have believed and still the symptoms remain. But I want you to know that I have not forgotten you. Healing is still available. My power has not diminished, and I am still able to do what doctors say is impossible. But sometimes healing is a process. Sometimes it requires patience. Sometimes it requires you to keep believing even when you do not see immediate results. So do not give up. Keep praying. Keep declaring. Keep trusting, and know that whether the healing comes suddenly or gradually, I am with you every step of the way. Now let me talk about the importance of boundaries. Some of you have been allowing people to take advantage of you because you are afraid to set limits. You are afraid that if you say no, people will not like you. But boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary. They protect your peace. They protect your energy. They protect your calling. So stop letting people walk all over you. Stop saying yes to things that drain you. Start saying no without guilt. Start protecting your time. Start valuing yourself enough to set healthy limits. And the right people will respect your boundaries. The ones who do not respect them are the ones who should not be in your life anyway. Let me also speak to those of you who are entrepreneurs or business owners. You have been working hard, but the results have been slow. You have been planting seeds, but the harvest has not come. I want you to know that your breakthrough is coming. The work you have been doing in obscurity is about to be rewarded publicly. The business that has been struggling is about to turn around. The clients that have been slow to come are about to flood in. I am releasing favor over your business. I am opening doors of opportunity. I am bringing connections that will take you to the next level. So do not quit now. Do not give up just because it has been hard. Keep going, keep believing, keep working, and trust that the harvest is closer than you think. Now I want to talk to you about the power of your testimony. You have been through things that most people will never understand, but your story is not just for you. It is for the people who will come after you. It is for the ones who are walking through the same fire you already survived. When you share your testimony, you are giving them hope. You are showing them that it is possible to overcome. You are proving that God is still faithful. So do not hide your scars. Do not be ashamed of your journey. Wear your story like a badge of honor, because your testimony is proof that God can bring beauty from ashes. Let me also address those of you who are single and longing for a partner. You have been praying for love and it has not come yet. You have been waiting and the wait feels unbearable. But I want you to know that I have not forgotten your desire. I created you for relationship, and I know the longing in your heart. But I also know that the wrong person at the wrong time can derail your destiny. So I am protecting you by making you wait for the right one. And when they come, you will understand why everyone else had to go. So stop settling. Stop lowering your standards out of loneliness. Trust that I am preparing someone specifically for you. Someone who will honor you. Someone who will cherish you. Someone who will walk with you in purpose. And the wait will be worth it. Now let me speak about the power of declaration. What you say over your life matters. Your words create reality. When you say, "I will never get out of this," you are building walls around your future. But when you say, I am coming out of this stronger than I went in, you are building bridges to your breakthrough. So be intentional about what you speak. Stop agreeing with defeat. Stop speaking lack. Stop declaring failure. Start speaking life. Start declaring victory. Start calling things that are not as though they were, and watch how your words begin to shape your reality. Let me also talk to those of you who are grieving. You lost someone you love and the pain is still fresh. You feel like you will never be whole again. But I want you to know that I am close to the brokenhearted. I am collecting every tear you cry, and I am in the process of healing your heart. It will not happen overnight. Grief takes time, but I will walk with you through every stage. I will comfort you in the dark nights. I will hold you when the memories overwhelm you. And one day you will wake up and realize that you can think about them without the crushing weight of sadness. You will be able to smile at the memories instead of only crying over the loss. So be patient with yourself, give yourself grace, and trust that healing is coming even when it feels impossible right now. Now let me address those of you who are dealing with addiction. You feel trapped in a cycle you cannot break. You have tried to quit and failed so many times that you are starting to believe you will never be free. But I am here to tell you that freedom is possible. I have broken chains that were thicker than yours. I have set captives free who were bound longer than you. And I can do the same for you. But you have to be willing to surrender. You have to be willing to admit that you cannot do this on your own. You have to be willing to reach out for help. And when you do, I will meet you there. I will give you strength. I will surround you with support. I will break the power of that addiction over your life. So do not give up. Do not believe the lie that you are too far gone. You are never too far for my grace to reach you. Let me also speak to those of you who are in toxic relationships. You know deep down that the relationship is not healthy. You know that you are being hurt more than you are being loved. But you stay because you are afraid of being alone. You stay because you think it will get better. You stay because you do not believe you deserve better. But I am here to tell you that you do deserve better. You deserve to be loved well. You deserve to be treated with respect. You deserve to be in a relationship that builds you up instead of tearing you down. So if I am telling you to leave, then leave. If I am telling you to set boundaries, then set them. Do not stay in a situation that is killing your spirit just because you are afraid of what comes next. Trust me, I have something better waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. Now let me talk about the importance of forgiveness again, because this is something many of you are still struggling with. You know you are supposed to forgive, but you do not know how. The hurt is too deep, the betrayal is too fresh, and the person who hurt you has not even apologized. But forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about freeing yourself from the prison of bitterness. It is about taking back the power they have over your emotions. So you do not have to wait for an apology. You do not have to wait for them to change. You can forgive them right now and release yourself from the weight you have been carrying. And when you do, you will feel a lightness you have not felt in years. Let me also speak to those of you who are parents. You are worried about your children. You see the world they are growing up in and you are afraid. You are doing your best, but you feel like it is not enough. I want you to know that your best is enough. I do not expect you to be perfect. I just need you to be faithful. Keep praying for your children. Keep speaking life over them. Keep modeling the kind of faith you want them to have, and trust that I love them even more than you do. I am watching over them. I am guiding them. I am protecting them. And even when they wander, I will draw them back. Now let me close this message by speaking directly to your heart. You have been wondering if I still see you. You have been questioning if I still care. You have been doubting if I am still working on your behalf, and I want you to know beyond any shadow of doubt that I see you. I care about you. I am working for you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. I am with you right now in this very moment. I am closer than the breath you just took. I am more real than the chair you are sitting in, and I am not going anywhere. Everything I have spoken over your life is still true. Every promise I made is still valid. Every word I whispered to your spirit in the quiet moments is still standing. And now is the time when those promises begin to manifest. Now is the time when those words become flesh. Now is the time when you see with your own eyes what you have been believing for in your heart. So do not walk away from this message unchanged. Do not let these words fall to the ground. Receive them, believe them, act on them, and watch how your life begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. The best is not behind you, it is ahead of you. The greatest chapters of your life have not been written yet. The most powerful testimonies are still to come, and you are going to look back on this moment and realize that this was the turning point. This was the day everything changed. This was the message that shifted your perspective and unlocked your breakthrough. So stand up, lift your head, square your shoulders, and walk forward into everything I have prepared for you. The gate is open, the blessing is released, the breakthrough is here, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion. You are mine, you are loved, you are chosen, and you are about to see the goodness of God in the land of the living. Go now in peace, go now in power, go now in the confidence that I am with you always. And remember that no matter what comes your way, I will never leave you and I will never forsake you. You are held, you are covered, and you are about to walk into the greatest season of your life.